Alright, so before we begin, I just realized I didn't do a bio on two of the Pokemon that we could catch on Route 101. The first one being Zigzagoon. Only real good stat I can really say about this one is speed. It's a decently fast Pokemon. Wouldn't use it myself, but if you want to use it, go ahead. I may be catching one for an HM slave, and that's the only reason. But that's about it. Its evolution is Linoon. It's pretty good. It's still as fast. Other stats are decent, and I'm kind of actually having to find what to say because I've never used these guys before. They are fast, I know that for a fact. And they learn some decent moves as well. But if you want to catch it, I'd say go ahead. I wouldn't personally, unless you use it as an HM slave. But if I'm going to do that, then I'm just going to catch one later on. Because I'm not sure right now. And the other one here we can catch is Poochyena. Starts out with decent stats all around. It's not one stat over the other quite yet. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. It's not really good for Dark type because it's not known for what the Dark types are known to do, which are supposed to be kind of tankish and deal decent damage. But it gets more Dark type in its evolution, Mightyena. Basically, Mightyena is more physical attacker, and it's slightly tankish with the ability Intimidate, lowering the opponent's physical attack by half. So it's pretty good, and it is also kind of fast. So if you want to pick one up, go ahead. I just wouldn't use it personally, and I wouldn't recommend anyone use it. And another Pokemon I forgot entirely is Wingull, which you can catch on 103. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. All-around stats are good. It's a physical defender, which is weird, in my opinion, because I wouldn't imagine a seagull being a physical defender. But what do I know? It's pretty decent all around, as I said before. It's a water flying type, so unique typing. If you don't want to get a Gyarados, this is a good substitute, but you must be prepared for something because it evolves into Pelipper, same type, in the 30s. So, and you don't get it until, I believe, after the second gym. Yeah, after the second gym. If you're okay with something like that, then go ahead. And if you want a good physical defender, I'd recommend it. But it's not the one I would truly recommend, even though the stats are all good for this one. And that's it for the bios for right now. See you guys back in the video. Hey guys, it's the Fanfictioner once again. Sorry for still no audio from the game. I'm trying to figure it out, but I have not a clue how it's going to work. So for just right now, I'm going to be playing until I can figure it out. So let's head off into the new route, and I'll start the bios for this route. Okay, first person, or Pokemon we can find on this route is Seedot. It starts off as a good, decent physical defender for a first stage Pokemon, but it loses this when it evolves into its later stages, starting with Nuzleaf. Nuzleaf becomes more physical and fast as it evolves, and eventually it becomes a really fast and strong Pokemon, but does get some defense back when it evolves into Shiftry via a Leaf Stone. I don't recommend evolving it into Shiftry too early because you'll lose a lot of good moves if you do it. If you're going to evolve it, I'd say do it about the time when you get to the 8th gym actually. And if it knows chlorophyll for its ability, I recommend teaching it Sunny Day because that'll increase its speed, so it can possibly take out all of your opponent's Pokemon quickly. Alright, second Pokemon we can catch in this route is Lotad, exclusively in Emerald and Sapphire. I forgot to say this before, but Seedot can only be caught in Ruby and Emerald. Lotad is an all-around good Pokemon, but it becomes more special wallish when it evolves into Lombre. Learns great moves, and it's a pretty decent Pokemon. When it evolves into Ludicolo through the use of a Water Stone, it's even better as a special wall, and it still maintains a good form of offense in both physical and special. I recommend evolving it really quickly, because Lombre does not learn that many good moves before evolution, other than Hydro Pump. But if you want a move with accuracy, I'd say teach it Surf instead. That's about all I can really say about Ludicolo. Alright, so next Pokemon on the list after those two is Surskit. Only thing I can really see good about this thing is speed. I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone. It's got unique typing, though, as a water bug type. Well, I'd suppose for a bug type, its stats are pretty good, but not the best. It loses its typing when it evolves into Masquerain. This Pokemon is a bug flying type, very, very common actually, from Butterfree, Beautifly, Beedrill. I could go on, but I'm not going to. Only thing really good about it I can see is it learns the ability Intimidate, which, as I said with Mightyena, lowers the attack of your opponent by half. Other than that, I'd say not really. Surskit is only a 1% chance of finding, so I really don't think it's worth it, even though it's really rare. That's it for the bios, because the other Pokemon, we can catch one other Pokemon, but I'm not going to go over that until I find that one, because that's the one that's going to be on our team. You guys probably know what it is, actually, but, oh well. No spoilers. Yes, so, those were all the bios. So, right now, I'm just going to continue on my way through the place. Let's see, we got some tall grass up here. I could search for the Pokemon I want, but I'm going to wait until later in the route, because I'm not sure if we have enough time for that. I'm just going to cut out battles, see if I can make it through all this time or not. Alright, so here's the first battle. I'm going to skip. He just has a Zigzagoon, so don't really worry that much. Alright, so that battle wasn't that hard at all. So let's just keep moving on. Let's see, we have a bug person here. Yeah, you can always tell these are bug trainers because of the hat. I'm just gonna... Well, I don't really want to bump into the Pokemon action, so let's just battle this guy. Alright, yeah, so now I'm up to level 9. This is very easily getting easy. Let's talk to this kid. Not very tall, so I sink right into the tall. Goes up my nose and... Wacho! Alright, so let's just run on... And we run into a wild Pokemon. Alright, with that encounter over, and we got a guy up there. Let's just skip past him just in case he's a trainer, because he is skippable. 2 Oranberries. Yes, let's pick them. Oranberries are... each restore 10 health. They can be used either by the Pokemon or by you. You just have to have the Pokemon holding the item. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So down, Pokemon. Let's item give. Then Pokeball 5 berries. Then now it's holding the berry. So if it takes any damage and it's less than a third of its health, it'll eat the berry. Alright, so 2 pages of berries. These just cure poison. Same thing as the Oranberries. They can either be used by you or the Pokemon. If your game is like mine right now, I don't recommend planting berries, because otherwise you'll lose those berries. They do not grow at all. I've tried multiple times. Alright, so walk around this guy, down, and geez, we got a trainer. Oh, she does look away, and sweet. Alright, but right down here we have an item. This item is pretty good. It's a potion, so fairly useful item to get here. Alright, so let's just go out, up, right, and she's not facing this way. Run for it! Yeah. One thing I actually learned, if you are running past a person, then that person will turn towards you. So if you want to skip people, walk by them, don't run by them. Okay, and with that out of the way, I'm just going to go search for that Pokemon right now. So I'm going to cut to when I find it, because it's kind of a rare Pokemon to find. And here is our first team member, other than Mudkip, folks. Ralts. It's a good special attacker, I should say. And as it evolves, it becomes a really good special defender. Though, in truth, it is kind of an overused Pokemon, so I wasn't really expecting to use it on my team. But after much consideration, seeing that the other Pokemon I thought would be good special tanks weren't as good as this guy, I decided to use him nonetheless. I will be covering his evolutions when we get to them, but for now, you'll just have to stick with this, and he's also a Psychic type. Oh, and also he's not that hard or easy to level up and get good moves, even if you get him to level, even if you catch him at a good level. Because the first move he learns is at level 6. Yeah, kind of hard. Alright, so here's the team member, guys. As I said in the bio right there, only knows Growl, so it's kind of good to catch. This one's male. I haven't really thought about a nickname yet, but I do have a general idea what I want. Alright, we did over half. I'm not trusting that Growl, so I'm just going to go for the Mud Slap. Let's see if this will work. Alright, barely did anything. We can probably use another one, and it won't do too much. So I'm going to go for that. If we don't get a crit, I was lied to. Alright, be right back. Alright, here we are again, folks. It's a female this time, so this is going to be good for me. It's got Trace. That's, yeah, pretty good ability. Alright, so let's tackle it once. See how much that does. Okay, that did a bit. Okay, so I'm going to play it safe and let loose one of my own Growls, even though it doesn't have any physical attacks yet. Nor do I believe it learns any. But for right now, I'm just playing it safe. I'm going to get another Growl on me. Then I'm going to let another tackle on it. And it's perfectly in the red. That's good. So now, I really hope that I can catch this thing. Bag. Left, left. Alright, so let's see if this works. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and caught. Alright, so now we got Ralts on our team. This one's a female, and I did have a name for the female one. It says that it has the ability to sense the emotions of people, and if its trainer is in a cheerful mood, this Pokemon grows cheerful and joyous in the same way. And I'm kind of in a good mood, so I'm gonna name this guy, or gal actually, Psy. Or, this will actually work. Or, nah, Psy's a dumb name. I'll be back when I name it a good name. Alright, so I've just decided to name this thing Joy. And there we go. Welcome to the team, Joy. I really hope that you like it here. So, I'm just going to end off now. Next time we're going to do something at, if I can get there properly, Petalburg Gym. See you guys then.